Perhaps there is no greater demonstration of what a difference a year makes than the scene you are seeing right here at Havana's International Airport, at the terminal that receives flights coming from the United States. There are hundreds and hundreds of people here waiting to receive friends and family coming from Miami, others from Fort Lauderdale, even from New York. A year ago, this was impossible. There were only a handful of charter flights. Since U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry came here to preside over the flag-raising ceremony at the U.S. Embassy exactly 1 year ago, a lot has changed. A U.S. hotel chain has now opened up 2 hotels in Havana. The Cubans arriving here no longer have to go through special checkpoints, as though they were going to a terrorist country when they leave the Miami airport, because Cuba has been taken off the list of the so-called sponsors of terrorism.
It is much easier to travel now. We can bring more things. The relationship is better.
Cruise ships from the U.S. to Cuba have been coming, and normal flights, not just charters, will begin flying between Cuba and the United States at the end of this month. President Barack Obama paid a historic visit here, and although his nationally televised speech calling for greater political and economic freedoms for Cubans did not go down well with the government, relations have not been frozen. Accords have been reached in areas both countries can cooperate in, such as drug trafficking, the environment, oil spills. There is still plenty of distrust and anti-American rhetoric here, of course, especially from former President Fidel Castro, whose 90th birthday is being celebrated this weekend here. The U.S. is still refusing to even talk about returning the Guantanamo naval base. But as one analyst told me, look more at what they do than what they say. There has been more cooperation, more contact in the last year between both former co-war enemies than in the previous 50 years. And while some believe that the pace of change is too fast, and most believe it is too slow, the real question is whether or not it will be irreversible.